Any used car manager that is not doing business with Frontline Solutions is just making himself work a lot harder than they really need to. Their customer service is very high. They stand behind what they say, very friendly, and usually the cars arrive in my dealership before I arrive. So that's something that is really, really nice.
Well, there's a lot of options out there, but one of the things that I like that Frontline does is they preview the cars. Their arbitrations are low. I'm getting a car that I don't have to worry about kicking back and wasting my time.
We are the only auction that does everything in-house. We have our own transportation company to move the cars, which makes it a lot more efficient for getting your cars in a timely manner. If you are the purchaser of the vehicle, if you're selling the vehicle, maybe you need to get it off of your lot, so that's very important. Should there be an arbitration on a car, we also handle that in-house, and we can pick up the vehicle a little bit quicker to help the purchasing dealer with getting it back to the selling dealer. So that's very important. Our arbitration rate is currently under 10%, and it has been since we started the auction.
The sales gals that come out just on a weekly basis, as well as getting a call from an owner saying, hey, how did the sale go? That kind of encourages me that, you know, I'm working with someone that really cares about my interest in his business and his interest in my business.
It appears as though some of these other sales are looking to just provide big numbers, tell everybody that they've sold this huge amount of cars. What we're interested in is helping the used car managers out of their aged inventory, getting the used car managers who need more inventory for their special events, getting quality cars and have them be a satisfied customer. Satisfied customer is someone who comes in our room without even looking at the car, buying 9 cars, receiving 9 cars, and keeping 9 cars.
Frontline Solutions is unique because we have implemented a technology in our system that allows you not only to buy with confidence, but also is a convenient way of purchasing and selling vehicles. We have a complete internet service website with audio and video simulcasts across an internet connection. You can be at your home or your office and participate in the auction.
We generally will go out and view the cars on Monday and Tuesday. The book sheets come in on Monday and Tuesday. I send out a pre-inspector. They go out, they paint meter all the car, they check it cosmetically. Of course, we can't verify any of the mechanics, but they check the tires, they check the windshield, they make sure the safety equipment's good, and then we go ahead and run the car with the announcement. That way you actually get your net figure on the car. It doesn't do you any good to run your car somewhere else. Maybe it brings a couple $100 more, but then it gets arbitrated for $500 or $600 on a grind because there's some paint work that wasn't announced on the vehicle. So it's better to know your absolute bottom dollar going into it.
If you go to a typical auction, you're going to go there and it's kind of buyer beware. I mean, you have the ability to arbitrate, but you can't arbitrate for tires and scratches and things like that. So I think with the pre-inspection that they do, and again having a photo of the car up there, which makes a huge difference. Let's say there's a car that says red on it, but in fact it's burgundy. So maybe you wouldn't buy that car, or go the other way. You know, you think it's burgundy and it shows up and it's red, and the car just works, or it's got nice wheels on it that you wouldn't have noticed. And the car, all of a sudden you can pay a little more for that one, you know, that kind of thing.
I'm proud of what Frontline Solutions has evolved into. When we first started this company, you know, sitting down and drawing out what we want to create, it's here, it's happening. I can see what we wrote down and the direction that we wanted to go into. It's actually happening. I constantly am hearing great feedback about what we're doing. We always want to listen to what our customers say, even if somebody's happy with the way something's going. And if we can make it even better, we will. We do. We just constantly want to upgrade what we're doing.
I think Frontline Solutions is a great asset to my company. We're probably selling at least 35% more cars since Frontline has opened up. We were kind of averaging, 40 cars a month. We're consistently averaging 55, 60 now, just because of what they've done here. No recon on the cars. They get in and out of my service department quick. They deliver the cars on time. Everything just seems to work out really well. And the food's good too.
Being in the business 25 years, I'm used to feeling, touching the car, seeing it. And when this concept was introduced, it became one of the nicest and easiest ways to do business, as well as the safest way.
I like Frontline Solutions because one thing, I don't have to be breathing exhaust fumes all day long. And the other thing is I seem to be able to buy a couple of year older car than I normally can at the factory sales.
I've been going to Frontline sales probably since they've started. Frontline Solutions has done well for me. I get a good feel about the market, the cars that are out there, and get some great buys.
When you're dealing with Frontline auctions, you have the opportunity that when the car shows up to examine the car at your own dealership without that stressful environment that you have only so much time to inspect the vehicle, and if there's something wrong, you own the car. This way the car shows up, you have 48 hours to put the car through your shop, give it a clean bill of health, and if the dealer doesn't represent the car properly, you have nothing to lose. The car goes back and that same dealer will absorb fees both ways. So it is a much safer way, it's a much more civilized way of doing business than in the old days.
We are continuously updating our auction experience from the vehicle pre-inspection all the way through to the delivery and transfer of the title.
I have 2 assistants that I use at my company, so it's just us 3. I come here and there's 15 people that are willing to help me out here. They take some of my trade pieces in, they bring all the money for that stuff. It shows me a wholesale profit every month, which makes me and the company look good. As far as buying my Frontline pieces for my line, cars are in perfect shape. They're all Frontline cars. Any arbitration issues I have is handled, no questions asked. You know, it's a simple company to work for, and everybody's got your back. Everybody kind of takes care of me. I'm pretty important when I'm here, it feels like, you know.